Okay, last year, like I said, we were here. We came in the house. Johnny Hauser, who's one of the caretakers and tour guides here, he was inside giving the history speech or whatever you want to call it, and he made mention that he was with Ghost Lab. I know some things about the guys, and I made kind of a negative comment. I could see it caused a little tension, and so I left the building, went out here to the barn, was basically leaning against one of the poles out front, waiting for them to finish. I had unloaded some equipment, took inside. When I was standing there looking back this way towards the house, and the old man, the owner, come walking out of the barn and walked up within, I don't know, 3 feet of me. And I started talking to him, and I tend to talk too much. I think I like the sound of my own voice, is what my wife says. He wasn't really saying anything. He did say a couple of words, but I can't tell you what it was. I don't remember. And I offered to buy the house. And he just kind of chuckled at me. Standing there in his coveralls with his hands just like that. He kind of chuckled at me, and I talked a few more minutes and said something to him about, well, you know, I didn't throw a number at you. You know, you tell me what you want for the house and I'll buy the house from you. And he just kind of smiled at me, and someone either called me or something from in the house. I turned and came in the house. I didn't see him walk away. I didn't see him disappear, nothing. He was still standing right where he was when I walked away. You know, I'm leaning against a pole like this. He's standing here. Somebody calls me. I turn and look, and I just turn and walk. Didn't see him leave, nothing. Go in the house, we come out. I think I said something to the guys that night about talking to him, but we were busy with other things going on here. Well, today, and this was a year ago, this coming April, that we were here. Today, I talked to his wife. I find out he's been dead 2 years. I flat stood there and talked to that man. I will swear on my own life. He was there. It wasn't a apparition type of, it was a solid human being standing right there that I was talking to. When she told me that, we kind of, both of us almost went to tears, because it rattled me. I expected things to happen in the house due to what others had told me that had been here, but I did not expect anything outside the house. And then talking to Johnny today out there, he said it doesn't surprise him at all. He said he's wondered if he comes around here checking on the house, you know, checking on his wife. But no, I flat stood there and talked to him.
You know what? I remember probably 4 or 5 months ago, you telling me that you offered to buy the house from him and you were trying to buy this house. I remember you telling me that.
Well, and see, I've told my wife probably 3 or 4 times over the years' time, I said, man, I wish he would have sold me that house. This is a gold mine. I mean, this is a honey hole. They make a lot of money off this house. And I said, I just couldn't get the old man to throw a number at me. You know, if he threw a number at me, at least give me something to work with, take to my banker. He wouldn't do it. But, you know, you got my solemn word on it. He was standing right there. And looking at pictures, she showed me the actual notice from his funeral. And there's no doubt in my mind that was him standing there. No doubt in my mind at all. And it's still kind of got me a little rattled. And I don't rattle easy. There ain't nothing really scares me, period.